ideologies, a way of thinking, a way of life. And if for starters, dear, anka sa dankwa Busiah Dombo issue no, ideologies, because when you go into the very origin, very beginning of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, as we have it right now, no, you will see, say, Dankwa was on a particular trajectory. Busiah was on a particular trajectory as to how he sees democracy, how he sees property owning democracy and all. Dombo was also on a trajectory. So these three ideologies came together to form the right-wing center ideology that we have in the New Patriotic Party. But unfortunately, no, I'm fine, because some 2 or 3 people feel say person be a flag bearer of NPP. Na omu ni message bia omu de call grassroots honum no. So they have decided say they will start throwing dust into the eye of the grassroots to make it look say ebia obi of free eastern region no, ebia oya Dankwa, obi of free Ashanti region no, ebia oya Busiah, obi of free northern region no, Dombo. But enyesa. But even if that is a kind of argument you want to make, even if that is the kind of argument our person will make, so what you are telling me is, say, let's assume, say, maybe Obi Papa. Okay, I want to use this example, but because this name was controversial. Please, are you able to hear me? If you can hear me, let me say yes. Let me see someone type yes. If you are able to hear me. So, let me say, sir, because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. All right, because he is president today. All right, thank you all for responding. Because he's president today, so it means, if Sharaf Mahama gets up, he does not show himself worthy of becoming flag bearer. Because Sharaf Mahama, because President Mahama his father has been president before, it means that automatically, at some point in time, Sharaf Mahama must become president of Ghana. So if you start thinking this way, when will other families also get the chance to lead Ghana? You see, if it becomes about, say, Obi grandfather, and I say Obi papa, why Ebia Speaker of Parliament da, and because of that, by all means, and say Nibanso be Speaker of Parliament, So what about us that our families have not played any of those roles? Reg, I've read your question. I will reply, but because of what we are discussing, so if I reply, it will throw me, of course. So what about this? Is it our fault? Is it my fault that I'm the first generation of politician in my family? It's not my fault. Everybody must begin from somewhere. Change begins with somebody. So please do not give time and give ear, audience, to Obi Biaba Kachiro say NPP ne Dankwa Busiah Dombo enti free hano untiminye NPP. No. It's a non-starter. Is an offside argument. But to be able to answer these people, we must refer them to whom the father of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is, so that they get to understand, say, this man Bawumia did not just get up today to become who he is. He is coming from a lineage, a particular lineage. And what we are going to read, for those of you who have been to school, who have done research or university, postgraduate, MPhil, any PhD level, you know what a journal is, right? Even if you have not, you know what a journal is. And you know that a journal is an academic work that is done after a lot of investigation, a lot of research. So that is what we are going to read. Lady D said the question will be whether or not they qualify to take the position of president. Good. But we are going to get to that place. But first, to just debunk, to let people keep quiet over Bawumia Obai and Che, and I said none of his family members has ever played any role in New Patriotic Party. They have not sacrificed anything. That is why we want to start from this angle. So let's go in. Let's start tonight's conversation. And we'll do a little of reading Okay. So there is something on the screen that we want to read together. So this is an academic work that was reviewed, a book that was reviewed by Jeff Grisco. Okay, onye Ganani. Okay, and you want to make a case ebia NPP ni bi na kwa review academic work ni school or kono was study history about Ghanaian history onye Ganani, and he has gone through, he has reviewed the book. So you see the beginning, or see Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia, A Life in Political History. That is the title of the book he is about to review. Now, already from the title, A Life in Political History, it tells you, say, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, ni papa, his father that gave birth to him, was involved in politics, was involved in Ghanaian politics. Okay, then the title continues, Memoirs of Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia, Accra, Ghana. Universities Press, and you see everything there, how much the book it cost him to buy it, which is 17.95 pounds. I'm not wearing my lenses, so forgive me. Now it goes, this memoir presents a valuable northern perspective on Ghanaian politics between the 1930s and 2001. So over a 70-year span, 7 decades, 70 years, the father of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has been involved in Ghanaian politics. Okay, now let's continue. Written by one of the North's most important political figures, Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia participated in the politics at the highest levels, and the book recounts his involvement in the momentous changes of the period. So you remember 1930s up, from colonization to the fight for freedom to independence to democracy. So the book is saying, the father of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia participated in this at the highest levels of politics, meaning that he was actively involved. Okay, now along the way, he defends his political career against his critics, and he encourages the youth of the North to follow his example in working for development. So even Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's father was already concerned about youth development. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ni papa no, he was already concerned about youth development. That is why you can see, as I told you in the beginning, Cotton Wanoma, that is why you see that even his son, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, is so much concerned about the Ghanaian youth. What becomes of the Ghanaian youth? How well Ghanaian youth do and fare in their activities. It is something he has learned from his father, who was involved in politics. Now we continue. This book presents Bawumia's political career in rough chronological order. Chapter 1 describes his youth as a head boy for his father, a chief. So you see, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, even his father, is not coming from a golden spoon family. He was a kind of David, looking after the cattle of the father. Okay, now it tells you about chapter 2, his career path, his education, and all. All I want to tell you, all I'm seeking to draw your attention to. And he say, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ni papano, he was a politician. He was not a politician at an era maybe everything was fine, smooth for Ghana. He was part of the people who fought for the democracy we are enjoying today. So if anybody, any flag bearer aspirant Bako, yes. Any flag bearer aspirant who will come and say, now, what did your father do? You just came recently. Let that person know, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Papa was involved in the fight for independence, as you have seen today. Not written by Bawumia, not written by his family member, but by academics, historians. When you continue, maybe we don't have the time, you read about how the Northern People's Party came about, the role Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father played. And in fact, you come understand, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father was even a parliamentarian in today's term, not a parliament or an independent candidate or parliament in the 1953. It is there. And you get to realize, say, the Northern People's Party, the old NPP, now the leader was actually the father of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia. Okay? But because Dombo, that we so much revere, had the numbers in the Legislative Assembly, they reached an agreement. So Dombo and Alhaji Mumuni came to an agreement to allow Dombo to be the fourth runner of the Northern People's Party. So that is a massive role the father of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia played. Now later, this Dombo becomes one of the people that joins Busiah Dankwa for the creation of the new patriotic party, and I say the UP, which later becomes NPP that we have today. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's family has paid their dues to Ghana, just like the way Akoto families, the Dankwa families, the Busiah families, whichever other families are there. Now, you know, some of the people who are even advancing this argument, if you go and ask them, you, your father, what role did he play? Their father did not play thing. Their father is exactly like mine, not played any role maybe in the development of the NPP or even of the UP. But they have the gut today to come asking, say, and I way Obada Ben, and I say, and I need Papa, now you're politician, and Akufo-Addo went to pick him up from nowhere. Now, I asked a question earlier on, say Mahama, His Excellency, and now a president. The fact so a president that say, Achina na Sharafusu be a president. Debbie, we all have our destinies. We must all prove ourselves worthy. Senye Sanka. Example, people me use it, but I don't know how it will sound. We know some pastors in this country whose children have been involved in scandals. And yes, sir, we know some pastors whose children show up in videos smoking, even in blue films and all those things. We have seen them. And yes, sir. So does it mean that because the father is anointed, so by automatically the child should be given the church after the father is gone? You see? So please, the party as we have it now, people, every generation has paid their dues. But that does not mean, say, because your father maybe has been instrumental at some point in time, no, it means that it has become an automatic pass for you. You must also by all means come and lead the party. If you start building it that way, then it's going to cause a lot of chaos, because people are not going to be given the chance based on their competency, but just basically because you are coming from a particular place, you have money in your family once upon a time gave an office for the new patriotic party in one constituency, and so by all means you must also become somebody, you must become a leader in the party. The party wouldn't stand the test of time this way. That is why I took my time to explain to you. Say, I can't say Dankwa Busiah Dombo no ideologies, their perception. Kumasi Queen say it will be sweet kaka. Ideologies. So maybe you look at how the voice talks, how he advances argument, how he perceives the NPP, how he perceives Ghana. Then you say, oh, the voice is talking like Busiah, right? So that makes me maybe a Busiahist, if there's any word like that. Maybe you listen to how Kumasi Queen, the way she talks, the way she advances her argument, the way she sees NPP, the way she sees Ghana, the way she sees democracy, and you say, oh, Queen is talking more like a Dankwa person. So that makes her a Dankwa person, even though she does not have any DNA of Dankwa. So we study and become. Now,